Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is Chrissy Sawyer here once again. Let's do a quick collective shimmy. Got Venus and Mars moving through Leo, into Leo, towards the end of the week. I'm just curious about that because it's going to ask a rebalancing of us. So if you strongly identify with the inner feminine, it's going to ask you to step up through passivity into activity, okay, to harness those two energies, and the opposite effect as well. If you're mainly assertive and active, it's going to challenge you to move into the passive feminine. So I want to use, interesting. So I want to use the I've forgotten the name of the cards. Forgive me. Okay. Right. So we're talking about the alignment of the masculine and the feminine, which is really going to start activating and passivizing this week. Okay. So it's going to bring us obviously into unity within. And whatever gets generated in this cathedral automatically radiates out. You can't stop energy in the metaphysical. Okay. Interesting. Wow, I get quiet power with this. The spirit of the bear. Wow. Something about bringing the tenderness of the masculine into the feminine receptivity. I'm just going to use the words I'm getting are a quiet dominance, and I'm using those words with caution. Let's see what else comes out in the reading. A quiet dominance. And I want to see what the words are for this one, for Star Child. That's what it's called. Okay. So this is the Native Heart deck. Star Child to me speaks of the innocence of the original blueprint, what we came here to be. And here again, we're speaking into joy and passion, the return of innocent passion, passion without dogma or conformity. It's more of a wild, free passion. Let's see what this says. So the Star Child is about inborn ability, mentoring, embracing life, adventure, right? It also speaks about opportunity. Now, if we're getting unity through Mars and Venus meeting up in Leo, passionate fire, we get this quiet dominance. And then potential opportunity. The opportunity is going to come in. And I sense that's going to start kicking in towards the end of the week. And what will happen is you'll start to see opportunities to facilitate this rebalancing. So it's not going to kind of come to you gift wrapped in a parcel and all you have to do is unwrap it. It's going to come in as a challenge or a trigger. And you get one moment. In that moment of sentience, it's, do I take this? Yes. And what is this? So sticking with what is. And to do that, you might need to transcend the emotional body and be in the spiritual element, the light that is within you, to stick with what is. clearly and absolutely what was said. Where is there room for misunderstanding within that? Which part do you understand and not understand? Because what it's asking you to do is to speak through and say, help me understand this bit, or I don't agree with you. Okay, so there's the opportunity. I believe we've got Mercury sitting in Gemini as well, so there's going to be lots of dichotomy, there's going to be lots of ambivalence. And if one extreme exists, so under the law of polarity does the other, right? If this feels like crap, then somewhere in the law of polarity, it's going to feel like amazing, wow. Okay, and we can all move towards that potential. So great potential this week for aligning the passive with the active, within and without, in relationships. All right. And again, this is the underlying card, which speaks to me of the karmic wheel and the ending of huge karmic cycles going on at the moment. This next 6 months, we're building legacy. This next 6 months, we're writing the first page of our new karmic book. We are writing it, and it has to come from within. It cannot be subject to what you think. It cannot be subject to what my peers think, what my family think, what my work colleagues think. It can, and you can keep spinning around on that wheel, doing the same stuff day after day. Or you can really use inner inquiry, critical inquiry. Do I want this? Actually, I see myself entangled, but do I want this? And if I do, what do I want it for? What's it going to teach me? How is it going to uplift me and enrich me? All right, now let's just pull some surrender cards. How are we going to be able to, what can we learn? Let's go, what can we learn from this Mars Venus loveliness this week? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So when we stop listening to the external world and expecting that to define us, that's a codependent relationship. We move closer to the autonomy of self-actualization, all right? That happens in the active intelligence contained within the cell. This is at a cellular level. So we call it body wisdom. I call it the somatic process, the body as distinct from the mind. And when you tune into your body, you shut out the outside world, all right? And so you're navigating through here, connecting through here, and you're pulling down the light. And then you move into decoding and translating. Because that, like I keep saying, every time we pull in new light, it will hit every layer of resistance as it comes down into the lower chakras. And there seems to be this collective heart opening, like heart opening, great. Heart opening, great. Heart opening. Okay, turns out the heart is infinite. I get it now, it's evidenced. So this, and of course the heart has to be really, really open, like stretched open for this beautiful conjunction of the masculine and the feminine. In Leo, Aries, number 1, I am. It's all in the personal, all right? This is where we learn to trust ourselves. Not that, not any of that, not any of the media, not any of the BS. No distractions, soul within. Surrender to trust and trust yourself. So if you get a nudge or a pull, when you wake up with a song title, or 3 or 4 different pieces of wisdom come in, but it doesn't make sense in the cognitive mind, trust it without question. This is void creation. You cannot create something new and know what you're doing simultaneously. There has to be that full energy, that leap into trust. I had no idea what I was doing when I was guided to build a teepee. But build a teepee I did, and the journeys I'm having in there, because I know July is going to be a slow month for me. The journeys are epic and enlightening and really peeling off layers that were in my blind spot. Really powerful because I've surrendered to the wisdom of my body and I trust it. I trust it more than I trust my mind. Okay, you cannot create the new and know what you're doing, or you cannot create the new and have an attachment to the outcome. You can't. You can't. That's the old way. This works, I'm going to do more of it. Or what now? What now, Spirit? Drink now. All right. All right. So trust the wisdom of the body, let go of your attachment to the results. This is the essence of recreating the star child. It's the essence of it. Wisdom of the body. Body knows where it wants to go. Have you ever done free flow movement? And you just stand and you tune into the energy and you wait until it builds and then it bursts and you follow the movement. Do that. That is your body narrating spirit, navigating spirit. It's called systemic movement. All right. All right. What's the guidance for this week's message, please? Thank you. Yes. I'm going to put those back because I don't think we need 6 cards. Yeah, no, I've got a client. I've got to go, but divine timing. How are you guys anyway? How was your weekend? There's some heavy energy. Lots of kind of erupting fatigue. Yeah. And again, I'm going to speak into this, peeps, because I know quite a few people in my personal and my working field who resist this fatigue. And I caught myself doing the same thing because I'm approaching kind of my Leonian self that wants to act, it wants to be masculine and create. And can't see the wisdom that it's just, that it has been creating, that it is creating, but it's doing it in such a feminine way. And it's trusting the body. Fatigue, thank you. I just talked that right out of the system. Fatigue. People resist fatigue. Somebody literally said to me a week or two ago, and I did this and I did that, but I couldn't get out of it. And I said, well, what are you trying to get out of? Well, you know, feeling like crap. Okay. What part of you imagines they are incapable of feeling like crap? What part of you imagines that crap isn't part of the full spectrum of your experience on a soul level? What if you be with crap? What might happen then? I don't know. Are you willing to try it? Feeling fatigued has the programming of failure attached to it. Tired, burnt out, oh, you did this and you did that, you're not working hard enough. Go and be a drone, go and be a tax collector for the government. It's got all that negative, but fatigue can be your body crying out for some light. You just might need to sit in meditation and bring some light in to feed the cell at a photonic level. You might be knackered because you're over-giving. Look how many times we've had surrender to people-pleasing coming out in reading after reading. This is the end of codependency, as we know. It's the beginning of collective autonomy. I know that's a misnomer. The collective moving into their autonomy. I'll decide. Oh, yes. What a card. Oh, I love this deck. Yeah, baby. We lost our compass. We lost our moral compass. One of the I'll share it with you. One of the recent meditations, TP meditations I did was, so I was talking to my spirit, and there was this two-way dialogue. I noticed actually that my inner voice has changed to an androgynous voice. It's neither masculine nor feminine now, but it's very authoritative. And it said, now travel back to find the root of that thing. So I'm traveling and I'm traveling, and I ended up on the battlefield again. So there's a part of me that's still at war, serving some bloody warlord king on another timeline. And that's moral injury. That's this thing I'm doing for you isn't in alignment with my inner compass, with my integrity. It's serving something other than my heart. And so I was able to do some soul retrieval with that and reintegrate that exhausted part of me, hence the exhaustion, you see. The exhaustion isn't always coming from this timeline. It might be coming from another timeline, which is part of the work I do. And all timelines exist in this moment. The only variable is which is what you have access to, right? So don't get hung up on past lives, future lives. It's all happening at the same time. Lost compass, and look at this. Repairing the veils of illusion, that if you do that thing for another, that equates to you being a good person. Well, fuck that. How about if you do this thing for yourself? What does that equate to? What does that self-love, self-compassion, the rebuilding of personal integrity? Actually, that doesn't suit me at this time. I'm going to walk away from that. So yeah, there's going to be some relearning of how we communicate through the masculine and the feminine, through the masculine and the feminine. That's going to be interesting. The return to androgyny. Ooh. But that's not here quite yet. Here now we've got Venus and Mars in Leo, and that's some beautiful big bear energy. I love this reading. Thank you so much. That's it. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so that's it for now. Yeah, bring your focus to self, bring your focus to the inner feminine, to the inner masculine, and start asking questions as if you were a therapist. What isn't being heard here? How are you guys getting on? What is it you'd like to achieve with one another? Beautiful. I might do a Mask Femme reading actually if I've got time. I have to go. I love you guys. Thank you for your beautiful comments. And I want to just say a quick hello to Shamini Chandran. Welcome, new Ophiuchus. It's lovely to have you here, and thank you for taking the time to drop a comment. I love your comments. Feel free to converse between yourselves or with me. Take care, you guys. Have a great week. I'll be back soon. Much love. Bye.